And for a better understanding, I'm joined live via phone by Mr. John Cleary, who is a political analyst from USA. Mr. John, hello over there.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Thank you ever so much. Mr. John, what is the latest over there in USA in general, and where you are based now? New York, I believe, San Diego.
San Diego, that's right, in San Diego. Everything I've heard is that it hasn't been called officially yet, but it seems like most of the news sources are projecting that the Republicans will win the House. But it's likely to come down, as you just mentioned, for the Senate. It's likely to come down to this runoff race, another dramatic race in Georgia to decide with huge consequences. If they control both houses, it's very different than controlling one. So it's too close to call, they say, so far. But Pennsylvania was called. Dr. Oz, Mehmet Oz, did lose. So Democrats have two more states that they can win, and one more race that they can win. If they win two more, then they don't even need to win the race between Raphael Warnock and Herschel Walker. But if they lose one of those, then it will come down to Georgia again.
Very good indeed. Democrats, Mr. John, and Republicans are going contest in Georgia in the runoff in December, just like in 2020. What's your stand on this?
I am very hopeful. I call myself an independent, but I lean left towards Democrats. So I'm very hopeful that the Democrats will retain control of the Senate at least. That'll mean a lot of gridlock for the next 2 years. Not a whole lot will get done. The Republicans will be able to start committees investigating Biden. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to impeach him. They'll be able to do a lot of damage, but just in general, just not a lot will get done, which isn't great. They'll try budget tactics to delay and to force Joe Biden's hand, but with the slim majority they have in the House, they're not going to be able to overcome a veto from Joe Biden. So that means that basically the next 2 years, not a lot will get done.
Very good indeed. As a last point to be tackled, Mr. John, Nancy Pelosi is now no longer the Speaker of the House as Republicans, so to the majority of the House of Representatives. So how this will affect the 2 remaining years of Biden?
Unfortunately, the leading candidate, I think, for Republican House Speaker is Kevin McCarthy. One of the Trumpers, election deniers, one of the most extreme of the Republican Party. So sadly, it will have a big effect. They'll be able to block many of Biden's nominations for judge, et cetera, on down the line through the executive branch, and they'll be able to waste a lot of taxpayer dollars investigating Biden and investigating all Democrats. It's going to be terrible, unfortunately.
Mr. John Cleary, you joined me live from USA San Diego. Thank you ever so much for your explanation.